Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, David. I am back, and I totally am begging for forgiveness for being absent for nearly 2 months. It's just because of this stupid McAfee security program that is messing up all my uploads and all that stuff, so I thought it's gonna take a while for me to upload all these videos, so you'll have to excuse me. And, welcome back to my playthrough of Crash Bandicoot 1. And, as you can see, we stopped on the last video on Hog Wild, and as you can see, whenever I loaded my game, I had to do some of the other levels all over again. I mean, another thing I didn't really like about this game is that, even though if you know that you passed a level on the last time you played it before you saved it, you would have to do the levels all over again. Basically, the levels that you've gotten after the last level that you saved on. You basically have to do those levels all over again, which pretty sucks. So that's why I was on the Rolling Stones when I loaded. But we're really here on Native Fortress. As you can see, this is the second Indian Fortress level, and it's a pretty good level. I mean, I sometimes have problems with it, and of course this is another level that we don't get a gem in. I mean, like I said, you get at some of the few levels at the start of the game you don't get that many gems with. They require a lot of gem baths from since most of the colored gems are very late in the game. And plus I was been dealing with a couple college stuff. So that's another reason why I was absent for nearly 2 months, so you all have to forgive me. And what I found out last night is I was looking through my mail, and all of a sudden I got this email from Rock Show, the same guys that made the game capture I'm using right now. Well, anyway, I got an email from Rock Show saying that they've made an upgraded version of the game capture called Rock Show Game Capture HD Pro. It basically has the same stuff as the regular game capture has, except it has a couple more stuff. And for instance, I will be able to do. Well, it has some of the same editing procedures. Yeah, we all know that. Except I'll now be able to record and basically it has stuff that it what the product is called. Since it's called Pro HD, that means we can record in true HD quality. And here's the kicker: I will be able to live stream on it. Think of how interesting that would be if I were to have that. I'm hoping to get it at least. Well, I know I'm not gonna get it anytime during this month, or probably whenever I get a couple more bucks. Well, if I just keep doing my chores, I get very good allowances. I get $10 a week. Talk about a really good allowance. Anyway, if I do extra chores like vacuuming the entire house, I mean, I do that sometimes, and I don't really mind doing that. I mean, besides, it just helps the family. It helps my mom not have the pain of oh my goodness, I don't want to do this. So maybe if I vacuum the entire house, my efforts will be rewarded. So she may even give me 20 bucks. Who knows? I mean, if I do get 20 bucks, that would be awesome, but I'm pretty much broke. I'm pretty much broke at this point. Well, besides not having a job, I'm still trying to get a job, but getting a job's really difficult at this point. Well, anyway, I mean, yeah, because, I mean, you may be thinking, just because I get very good allowances doesn't mean oh, you should not get a job, David. Just keep getting those allowances, and you'll get a lot of stuff. Well, I mean, that's partly true, but, I think my parents are. I mean, I'm not the only one who's getting very upset on me trying to get a job. So I think I'm just doing. Besides, I think I'll get a lot more money whenever I get a job, because paychecks come up in pretty big bucks when it comes to. I mean, comparing that to allowances. But then I'll have to start paying my own bills, which I don't really see that much of a point in that. I mean, because we still got our parents. Why not just let them pay the bills? I mean, I understand we could help the family. I mean, I understand that, but I don't think a 20-year-old like me isn't ready enough to do that. I mean, that's just my own opinion. So as you can see, we got past Native Fortress. Of course, we don't get the gem here, because as you saw those red gem paths, they go all the way up in the sky, so boxes are all the way up there. And it can be pretty tricky trying to get those boxes up in the sky. So now we go to the second island, and we're gonna go with the level called Up the Creek. It's pretty much that makes sense. It looks like it's going up for the next level. That means it's called going up the creek. Well, anyway, back to the. I'll get back to the level here in a minute, but I just want to finish on about me trying to get that Game Capture Pro HD. What I'm thinking is, my own personal opinion, I'm probably gonna have to wait till Christmas because I get a big ton of money when it comes to during Christmas. And since the Pro HD, its regular price is $150, but right now it's saving $20, so now it's $129.99 or $130. So I thought I may as well. I'm just hoping they don't go back to the $150. I mean, but it doesn't seem that bad of a price for a capture card. Actually, since I got this regular game capture back in March, if I can remember correctly, I paid, it was $70, so it originally was $100, but they did a save $30. So I would say 150, 130 makes a bit more sense for a game capture that can record HD quality and do live streams, you know, plus all the other stuff. So I think that's a reasonable price, but still, I think it's not bad. And as you can see, that's why I'm going back, is because it didn't show the lines of those boxes before I jumped on that switch. So yeah, it's kind of weird. That's why you jump on that box switch. But yeah, just think about what would happen if I'll be able to do live streams. And for all the stuff that I'm gonna do live streams, I'm actually gonna mix it up when it comes to live streaming. Most of the time I may play online games like, of course, Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 3, or maybe Black Ops 2. Yeah, I may get Black Ops 2 for Christmas as well. Who knows? It just depends if they feel like giving it to me. But since I saw that mail of the Pro HD game capture, my eyes just, literally, my jaw dropped. No kidding. I was like, oh my goodness. When I saw the words live stream and HD quality and all the extra stuff, my jaw dropped. So I was like, that is a must-have right there for me. And it speaks, and in the mail it said it's a total game changer. Well, I agree with that. Now back to what I'm planning to do with my live streams. Like I said, I'll do a lot of Call of Duty, playing with other players, just chatting with other players, other fans, and but since it's the mixing up part, I may do live streams of just playing classic games or other games, like maybe PlayStation 1 classics, such as Crash Bandicoot, such as this game. I may go back to playing this I may go back to playing this game again. I've got other PlayStation 1 games I want to play. I got a couple PS2 games. I want to play some other Xbox 360 games. I want to play some Wii games or classic Nintendo games. You name it. I want to play a couple other stuff. And as you can see, we get the gem on Up the Creek. Our fourth gem. So yeah, like I said, you don't really get that many gems at the start. That's after you start the game, but you will get more gems as you progress. But yeah, I'm going to try and mix it up when it comes to live streams. I'm going to do like a lot of stuff. I like to keep things interesting, you know. And now we are up to our second boss. Probably one of the most memorable bosses in all the Crash Legacy. Ripperoo. You know, the first time I played this game, and when I saw Ripperoo, as you saw him, yeah, I know that's a straitjacket, and those are his arms, but the first time I played this, I was like, why are Ripperoo's boob tits shaking? I was like, what the fuck is the deal with that, you know? They probably weren't taking that stuff so lightly. Nah. But, for an overview, I think in my opinion about Ripperoo in this game, Ripperoo can be quite tough since the only way you can damage him is by jumping on top of these TNTs. That's how you hurt him. I mean, it's all about timing in this boss fight, but this boss fight can be a bitch sometimes. But if you're good at timing, you'll be able to get him. And as you can see, that's that. Oh, and in terms of Wii games, I will put out my friend codes. My friend code's number, so way people will know. So way other people will know what to play me against as. Now we are going into our first Ruins level, the Lost City, and in my opinion, probably one of the hardest levels in the game. Well, starting off, one of the harder first set of levels. And for this level is the green gem. We get the green gem in this level. This is the first level that has a cut that we can get our first color gem on. And I'm actually hoping that the Game Capture Pro HD doesn't have that much audio distortion like the regular Game Capture does. I mean, I'm not too crazy about the audio distortion. I just like to have the game audio sound smooth instead of just being at all mumbo jumbo wah wee woo wah wee wah. That was a bit of a mistake right there. But I don't care, as long as I still live. I mean, but sometimes doing all that whammying in the audio can be pretty cool. Can be a bit cool sometimes, but still, I would just like to keep my keep the audio smooth, you know. I mean, but as of right now, all I'll say is a playthrough is a playthrough. That's what I say as of right now. Until I get the Pro HD and I'll be able to try it out. And if it doesn't have audio distortion, if it doesn't have that problem, I can change my saying in terms of capturing. But as of right now, I don't have a problem with it. Major problem. It's more of a minor problem anyway. And I think that's one of the trickier parts right there, trying to get that switch. Because sometimes it's easy to just miss the switch and get your feet burned. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. That was a bit of a hiccup right there. Lizard. And right here we get the last Brio head. Not that. Right there. Alright, I believe this is the second Brio bonus round. I thought this one was one of the harder ones. I used to be really afraid of that part, because I thought I was gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna hit a TNT box easily. I was scared of that part. I nearly died right there. Well, another good thing I would like to do about live streams, maybe I can do a live stream playthrough and have it as one of my main videos. Plus, it'll be really funny to have live reactions instead of just doing the way I am doing right now. Well, all the time anyway. I mean, I just think it would be kind of funny to have live reactions. I mean, because to be honest with you, when I nearly died in that bonus round, I was like, oh shit! I mean, it's funny to hear. I mean, I think in my own opinion, it's very funny to hear those kind of expressions whenever you play a game. Very, very amusing. And plus all the other stuff, because I think, oh, never mind about that. I mean, I was about to say, I thought I did something like other funny stuff, like acting evil, because I mean, if all of you know me as if all of you know me, the Chaos Lord loves to act evil, even though he's very good heart, even though he has a very mild nature. Mild-natured, but but loves to act as the bad guy. You know what I mean? And what was I gonna say? I mean, it was something about the live streams. Actually, I'll get back to that in a second. And if you guys can barely hear that V, that means that's the end of the level. There's the end portal right there. Because consider if you were playing this game and if you beat the level with all the breaking all the boxes without dying, consider that an accomplishment. Because this is actually one of the harder levels in the game. So now we got our fifth and first colored gem. Because I used to play this all the time with a good friend of mine, Nathan. Excuse me. And we thought we would used to struggle with the Lost City and some of the other later levels. Now we go into our first. Actually, this is the Dark Ruins level. Excuse me. Lost City, I think, is more of a temple level. Anyway, we're in the first Dark Ruins level, Temple Ruins. And this level is actually not bad. Excuse me if my voice sounds pretty weird. I'll get back to this level in a little bit. In terms of live streams, I mean, in terms of Wii games, like I said, I think I said this. In terms of live streams, I'll probably put out the friend codes of all the games that I have and let just ask people if they want to play. And I will get like subscribers and just people that just want to join in my game. I mean, if you all know me, I like to make things interesting in terms of gaming. I mean, I don't do the same stuff every single time I'm gonna live stream. But if I just mix it up and do different stuff, I just think it will be like more worth the time for most people. I try to make it interesting, like I said the last couple times. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, actually, since I just got in my second year of college, I first thought, what happened in my first year? Because the first year just flew right by. I mean, since I'm taking 5 classes this fall semester, well, not 5, it's actually 4, but we have another session. Like, right now, my classes I'm taking right now are biology, and the other thing I was talking about, biology lab. That's the 5th part I was mentioning. Why I said 5 classes. It's not really 5 classes, it's just like an extra session that we do something different. But in the biology class I'm doing, it doesn't involve dissection. It's more like talking about the basics, you know, like the cell and all that. My other classes are art history, which is probably the easiest class that I'm taking as of right now. I mean, because I'm a big fan of art. I just love anything that is about art, considering that's why I want to be a graphic designer as my career. Let me see. There was biology lab, art history, British literature. You can say that's my sophomore English. In fact, that's an elective. And my last class is humanities, which was actually my evening class for tonight of September 27th. Humanities is well, I mean, I'm sure it's probably not going to be that much of a difficult of a class, but it's sort of like an English class to me, since we're going to be doing like a lot of reading and doing a lot of quizzes and all that stuff. I mean, but I understand it's just telling the meaning of what does it mean to be human, having tender hearts. I mean, of course I have a tender heart. I am not an evil person, except I like to act as an evil person. Hey, I'm not the only one who loves to act evil. Well, as you can see, we got our 6th gem. Pretty simple. But anyway, I'm sure humanities won't be a very big problem. I mean, some of most of these classes are a bit tough to start off with, but I've gotten out of situations like that in the past. So I guess you can say I'm more of the comeback kid in terms of classes. Because as of this moment, I never failed a class. I mean, I failed. There were times I think I failed, but I was failing like the first part of or middle part of the semester, but I ended up making a comeback. So we'll just have to see. Anyway, we're now on to the first sky bridge level called Road to Nowhere. Now, I thought this level was actually really interesting. Stupid hog. That's what I would probably be like if I was doing a live commentary. I'm actually not sure if you can do live commentaries on this game capture. The game capture I have right now. I mean, I thought I'd try to look up on Google if you could do a live commentary with the regular game capture. But since I now know that you can do it with a Pro HD, that's what I'm really gonna get, like I said. But it's probably gonna be sometime either right before Christmas or right after Christmas. Heck, I might even get that as a gift for passing my classes this semester. Who knows? I mean, you know, a lot of people get a crap ton of money for Christmas and their birthdays, but we'll just have to see. I mean, I do want Black Ops 2, though. I'm actually kind of excited for it. I'm actually getting a little bored of Modern Warfare 3. And plus, I'm thinking seeing a futuristic-looking Call of Duty, I'm thinking it actually looks pretty interesting. We'll just have to see. And this is actually one of the shorter levels on the second island, so we just got through with that one on the breeze. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could see it, but at one of the checkpoints there was actually a gem path, but you can barely see it due to the illuminating light. Good old Dr. Peppers. Now we're at the last level that is going to be in the video. What the hell? I didn't even bounce on the crate. And this is the second and last Boulder level. Boulder Dash. And truth be told, this is actually the last level that you'll get a gem on. So on the last part of this playthrough, that's probably going to be the last. This will be the last level for me to get a gem on. Trust me. But I used to have problems with these boulder levels, but the one thing I did not even notice when I was I forgot if I said this in the first part of my playthrough, but the thing is, to be able to ensure that you're gonna make it past the boulders, you just gotta keep spinning, so that way you can get more speed and get a lot more distance between you and the boulder. I mean, it actually works. I don't think it works in Crash 2, but since Crash 2 has sliding, so instead, and the Crash 1 doesn't. If you press the circle button on here, you'll spin also. Square and circle button to spin. And the reason why we can't get the gem yet is because... Oh, hold on, not yet. Excuse me. I thought I swore I heard the portal sound, but for real this time. The reason why we can't get the gem, we have to get the gem last, is because of this that purple gem path right there. It'll take us under where the boulder fell. Yeah, you would actually go down there. So Crash gets bombarded with boxes. Well, anyway, this is the last part of my of part 2 for Crash Bandicoot 1. Hopefully you guys enjoy my return, and I will try not to fail you guys anymore. And as always, take it easy.